The atmosphere, the people here around are so passionate, so it's incredible.
I get goosebumps every time I see this.
The Nürburgring is really a very special place, and it's a very difficult place.
It's very, very good to have all these fans back here in the home of motorsport.
This atmosphere, it's the calm before the storm.
Hello and welcome to the third race of the F1 series. Today we are starting in Interlagos, and also the first time we do have two streams. Me here in English, and my colleague Sebastian is casting the whole thing in German, so that all of the audience has the best experience. Interlagos, a nice short track. We are at the moment at the settings with 25 degrees temperature outside, and we have a track temperature of 35 degrees. It's nearly temperature-wise, it's like the real world, but at the moment in Interlagos in Brazil that there is rain that we don't have on the track today. To start with the people who are in the race, we have the winner of the first race, Timothy Spirizen, of course, again with us. Last race he didn't win because of a penalty, because of usage of DRS in places he wasn't allowed, or to take it too long DRS. Then we have Alexander Erben in as well. Lennart van Schaal is with us again too. Then Cyril Steinmann also back in. Let me just have a look. So Spirizen, yeah, is in. From Opfikon. I have to change that I have both on here and can see everything. Cyril Steinmann is joining us from our bar in Kriens. Then we have also Ferdinando Tapice again with us, who is driving out of Opfikon. Then we have Max Grenzner in. Let me have a look where he is starting from. There I don't have any data because I think it's his first race exactly. Then with us are the two twins, Jonathan and Benjamin Fiedelak, who are driving out of the bar at the Nürburgring, where we are also sitting with our two casters, and I'm at the moment also looking right to the famous red Nürburgring sign. Nice location here. Then, last but not least, we have Gianluigi Tattoli in the race 2, and I think the qualifying should start soon. We are going to the track guide now. Hopefully, the casts are out of one room but different audios, and now there will be the track guide.
Welcome to your track guide for Interlagos. Let's break down each corner and help you master these legendary circuits. We are starting on the main straight, where you can open DRS the first time. Braking more or less for the 50 meter board to turn 1, which is downhill, the famous S of Senna. Really nice corner, flat out on the exit. Then the second DRS zone, fourth corner, 35 meter brake for this medium speed corner, fourth gear, exit right aggressively for the straight. Very high speed corner to the right, uphill, which gives you a bit of grip for the car. Trying to cut the curb as much as possible. Downhill to the left with a bit of banking, which gives you some grip at the apex. Then slow down for the hairpin. Then banking and off banking at the exit. Flat out this corner. And aiming for the last corner. It's important to get a really good exit for the very, very long straight. DRS on again, and that was one lap on Interlagos.
Yeah, there we are again. Hopefully the track guide I made for you did okay. I'm trying to improve bit for bit, also in the casting section. Please be patient with me that I don't be that good at the moment. Today, as I said, we are starting on the circuit every time I have problems in the pronunciation of the track, but it's José Carlos Pace circuit, one of the few counterclockwise tracks, and we are in the qualifying in here with Lennart von Kanal driving the first round at the out round. As I said, one of the few counterclockwise tracks, but I think at the sim racing that doesn't matter that much, because we don't have that high forces on the body. In the real life, your neck muscles, your body muscles are trained to compensate the forces that are made from the clockwise driving, and that isn't the case in sim racing, and that shouldn't also be a big problem here. Yeah, as I said earlier also, in the real life it's raining in Interlagos. Yeah, you don't have, you normally have often races where it rains there, and we had amazing races in real life in rain. Iconic things like the 2008 Grand Prix, where Lewis Hamilton passed Timo Glock on the last corner and secured his 4th championship by just a point. We are not that far in the championship yet that we can have the winner decided, I think, because there are still 2 races to go, one in Japan and one in, I think it's Imola in Italy. That are the 2 races we have to go, and in the leaderboard it's that Timothy Spirizen at the moment is the leader with 20 points in front of René Schwarz, who isn't driving today, but also Gerald Kretex has 25 points, but I also didn't see him in the lineup, so that's a good opportunity to for Spirizen to get in more in the lead. At the moment we are with Jonathan Fiedelak, as I said, one of 2 brothers, 2 young fellas who are driving here from the Nürburgring. I also heard from their father that they have been training hard the last 2 or 3 days, made a whole bunch of hours in the simulators. Also did drive yesterday in the bar in Koblenz for practice. Nico Beiwisser, I have to check where he is driving from. He's one of the drivers from Koblenz, like Lennart, also driving from Koblenz. And there was a contact. That's of course not the perfect thing in the qualifying, because you have to get as fast as possible a good time on the track, to get the possibility to start early. We also have already, I think, around 7 minutes down from the qualifying, and Max Grenzer. Yeah, Max Grenzer at the moment at the 3rd position with a 1:12.499. It's pretty. There are not that big of gaps between the 2nd and the 3rd. It's only 0.05 seconds. But also Timothy Spirizen, the winner of the 1st match and 2nd of the, because of the penalties of the 2nd match, didn't get a fast round yet. Ferdinando here with the best time, and as I said, didn't get a fast time yet, but Timothy took the lead in the qualifying with an 1.11 flat, so no decimals in there. Max with that did drop on the 5th place, but also, as I said, very consistent driving, did the his fastest round a little bit faster than the round we talked earlier about, and now is trying to get something on the clock again. And as he's crossing the finish line, he has not been able to get a better time. Now we are with Timothy, as we earlier also said. He did make a good time, but I think now thinks, yeah, that's enough for me. Last time we also talked a lot about tires and had in the last few rounds not that good explainable thing going on, where people for the last rounds did change tires and some didn't. And today nearly all of the drivers in the qualifying are going for T5s, so the softest tire, only Leonard isn't. He is on C4s. You have to watch in the race how that will play into the strategies, where how often do you want to pit. We don't have a mandatory pit stop. Hello, that fingering. Yeah, it's lovely to have Formula 1 also here on the channel, and now also in English. Yeah, and the tire game, like in the real life, pretty substantial. As I am talking here, I'm seeing 2 purple sectors for Timothy, so that could be a new fastest round from him. Yeah, he topped his time by 0.2 seconds, but at the moment we are with the fourth placed, the Nico Breitwieser. Yeah, who is driving with the Red Bull and now getting a new time on his table, and it's not getting better now. We are in the last 8 minutes of the qualifying, so now you still have time to get something on the board. There we are now with Alexander Erben. His position on the overall leaderboard is he's on the 14th position, but with that, with some drivers not competing today, there's of course a big chance to jump the leaderboard. Only the first and the fifth at the moment from the leaderboard all are on the race and on the track, and that's of course for Timothy a big chance to get further away in the front. If he wins today, will be another 25 points for him, and then he could rise up to, let me calculate, 70 points. And if I'm not mistaken, that could be already the win. We have then only 50. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Because 50 points are to go, and in the second and third they have 25. So there isn't any chance of winning the competition yet, but it's a big step. Alexander Erben now bringing a new time on the board. We have to have a look where he is. But also he couldn't get a better time on the leaderboard with his best 1.11616. So that the time's now getting pretty consistent, and so if you want to get another place up, you have to step up also. As we speak, I see there's the weather is changing a little bit, but don't worry, it's not rain, it's getting a little bit warmer. We are now at 26 degrees and 36 for the track. As now we are with Benjamin Fiedelak in the Ferrari, and he's getting overtaken on the start-finish line. Let's have a look. Benjamin is a pretty young fella. I think not even about 16, and he had managed to get his best time with a 1:16.5, but that's also 2 seconds slower than the 9th place with Gianluigi Dattoli with a 1:14.003. Let's look where the biggest gaps are. Yeah, that's I think around that place. So you have some people who are driving a 1:11 in the high reaches. Then we have Max Grenzner with a 1:12.486, and also 1:12 times are with Cyril Steinmann and Jonathan Fiedelak. And then we have Janlu with the set 1:14, and last but not least Benjamin. Timothy driving his runs in front, but all orange sectors, so it shouldn't be a better round this time. I think he will also do that to practice his consistency. Maybe that And as I said, I was lying. He did manage to get a better time. It's been said that I could be a little bit louder, so I will do that. Let me have a look. It should be a little bit louder now. Hopefully that is the case. And as I said, we have Timothy with the new fastest time, 1:10.254. And as I speak, the technical crew that said I could have been a little bit louder did leave the room, so I think that's good for it. 2 minutes remaining for the qualifying, so there's still the possibility to get a round on. At the moment we are with Benjamin again, who is also not driving the softest tires. He is with the C3s, so probably he is already training for the race to get to know his car better with the right tires to manage to get his consistent lap times. Hopefully he will manage to get through the race good, and maybe also take on a battle with Gianluigi. Oh, but not like that. Guiding off the track, not that good. Jumping to his brother Jonathan. Also off the track, but probably he only wants to make a place for the car behind him because it's on a fast round. And Lennart, where is he? He's on a 6th position. Let me have a look at his round at the moment. Yeah, with a little bit of if he drives a little faster, he could manage to get Nico in front of him. So that could be a really, really nice battle between, I think, up from position 2 to position 6. There is only half a second. And as I say, I think Lennart did manage to get a fast round in his last round. As the flags getting waved for the last rounds, he managed to steal the 2nd place from Ferdinando. With that, Max Grenzner also finished. We don't have that much people left driving. Cyril Steinmann will probably have one of the last times set here. Let's look where he is. Will get with that time. No, he just drives into the box because probably his time wasn't that good. With that, every driver is done with the qualifying, and we have a standing that is set. Place 1, Timothy Spirizen. Place 2, Lennart van Canal. Place 3, Ferdinando Dapice. Place 4, Alexander Erwin. Place 5, Max Grenzner. Place 6, Nico Breitwieser. Place 7, Cyril Steinmann. Place 8, Jonathan Fidelak. On the 9th position, Gianluigi Tatoli, and 10th place is Benjamin Fiedelag. As we are getting ready to start the race, there are 3 minutes till the race starts. We can talk a little bit about the track itself. As I said, I was a little bit confused because of my data sheet jumping around. Sorry for that. Yeah, the track circuit, the Autódromo José Carlos Pace, I hopefully called that right. Also called Interlagos. Interlagos, for that who didn't know, means between the lakes. The name comes from the fact that the track was built between 2 artificial lakes, which supply Sao Paulo with water and electricity. Yeah, you also learn things here with me, as we are waiting for the drivers to get in the starting position. Fast, probably also going fast onto the toilet. You don't have to do that in the race. And set up their tires. Let's look at the tires then. As I see, Timothy is starting with C3s, so a medium hard tire, as Leonard is going for C1. So probably Leonard is trying to get through the race without a pit stop, I could assume. And Timothy is trying to get as far as possible and take as far much lead as possible to then change his tires. And C3s are pretty popular here in the race, as I see also Ferdinando, Alexander, Max, Jonathan and Benjamin are driving on C3s. Only Janlu with C1s, and I now was a little bit catched off guard because I was looking at my spreadsheet and now I'm back on the cam, but I can also see my partner casting and I can watch what he's saying. Interesting thing. I was talking about the tires, but I'm also seeing something that I don't like that much. But that's something we have to talk later with the technician about. So, back on the game feed, we are in the starting positions. Timothy starting in front. And where is the we have 10 real drivers in the race today. When you are interested to also take place in one of our races, the F1 or the GT3, just visit our website. Now we are getting ready for the start. And as the lights go out, we are in. Ooh, Timothy with a bad start. But Ferdinando couldn't get anything out of it. And we have a clean start, as I see. I don't think we had any accidents like at the Nürburgring. Oh, but there was someone up out of the track. Lennart did start. Where did he start? Yeah, from place 8 to place 5. We are now. Oh, and there are some people off the track. After the first corners, we can now have a look for the new leaderboard. Timothy managed to keep his first place here. Ferdinando did manage to get the second back that he lost very late in the qualifying. And after that we have now a crash on the third position. Max Grenzner, and who did it? Cyril Steinmann did crash here. And I think there's one car not going again. But now we are with Max standing. I cannot say why he didn't drive again, but that was good for Benjamin, and he did manage to get in front of Gianluigi. On the 5th place we now have Nico Breitweiser trying to get let me have a look, the gap to Lennart in front of him. And now also we have back the right leaderboard, because now Max is on the last place. Jumping to Timothy. Fast pace here. Nearly faster than everyone did drive in the qualifying. Already 4 seconds in front after 2 laps. We are today driving, I think, 36 laps in Imola. It's one of the shorter tracks in the F1 circuit, with only I think 4.3 kilometers. But with its elevations and fast corners, extremely difficult to drive. Nico now still on 4th position. No one really around him. A little bit a little gap for the driver behind him, and there is Cyril Steinmann in the fight with Jonathan Fiedelack, trying to gain a position. We have 2 DRS zones here that can be activated if you are in less than 1 second of a gap. But also we already again told the drivers to be careful with DRS and only use it if they are really confident that it's going to in the right time zone, because we do have penalties for using it wrong. And Gianni is trying to get new lines on the track. I don't think that will be fast here, but always try to get a new view of this track. Benjamin Fiedelak now off the track, and that was the chance for Gianlu to overtake him. And there are the famous sounds of engines on the Nürburgring here, a little bit shocking for me. Back to the race with Jonathan Fiedelak still in the fight, and now we are looking into the replay. I'm not really sure why. Oh, we are real. Ooh, we have real time replays. So that was possible to see the crash between and the start of the race. Still the fight between Cyril and Jonathan Fiedelak. That's now the chance for Cyril to activate DRS. Yeah, and then we see the... It's always a little bit confusing if you see someone doing things and you don't know why they are doing it. I don't have any controls about the damage is simulated, but you can't see it. So if you have a crash, you most likely have to repair it in the box. It's not that like in iRacing you have that much time loose. It's I think around 30 seconds and your car will be completely new. So you can't see it on the picture, but the damage is there. And now we are jumping back into the real race, and still no change between Jonathan and Cyril. Max, after the crash in the beginning, also back on the track and hunting for Benjamin Fiedelak. So the hardest fight here, Cyril and Jonathan. Let's have a look on the spreadsheet. Cyril with around, let me have a look, 1 second behind, but also Jonathan only slightly behind Nico Breitweiser. Visa. Right? Visa. Sorry for that. Going into, I have a look, the 7th lap, so we have 29 laps remaining. In the front, Timothy getting his times around and getting a bigger gap between him and Ferdinando. But still, we are looking at Cyril, who's trying to now get back on Jonathan because he lost a little bit of time here. Oh, we are back with Benjamin, who is trying to also get the gap to Gianluigi smaller, and also has to try to keep Max behind him, so he didn't finish last here. But as I said, young fella here, already driving in the competition. That's the future of motorsport. To have young people in the race, in the sim racing, who can then transfer things they learned there into real racing. At the front, Timothy, if he doesn't make any big mistakes, should again win today. But also the question is, how will the tires work out? Does he again have to get a late pit stop because the tires are down? And for example, Lennart doesn't have to take a pit stop with his hard tires. That could be the game-changing factor here. Well, 9 laps gone, so we are a quarter through the race. For that didn't know, the track was named after a Brazilian driver, José Carlos Pace. He won his only F1 race here in Interlagos in 1975, and yeah, then 2 years later died unfortunately in a plane crash, and for that the circuit was called after him. Nico Breitwieser still on 4th position, defending against Jonathan Fidelak, who is slightly behind him only, and trying now in the second DRS window to attack, I think. Here late braking. Oh, a little bit too late, and that's the overtake from Jonathan. So Nico with a little bit too late braking, and now has to gain back his position from Jonathan. And it was live on cam. That's always nice. Three cars here is very, very close together. Oh, that's, yeah, Benjamin, who is making place for the faster cars. Nice that he is. Oh, again, attack, and he does manage to get the place back and through the Senna S and back on the second DRS zone. Will we have a back attack here? He's going for it and cutting in. Oh, again, and nice overtake. Nice fight here between the two guys. Hard but not unfair. Nice to see that the guys will drive as hard as they can, but not with unfair conditions. Now, as we soon get back on the straight. Jonathan did a little mistake. It's always hard to get someone that close behind you. Getting on the long straight, and let's see if we have an attack again and an overtake through the Senna S. He's going out with DRS on, and he not will manage to get through. Yeah, and with that, Nico had a little bit of a false break and had to let Jonathan go and increase the gap. Nice fight here. Hopefully we will see it in some highlight video. Could be pretty nice. 12 laps done. 1/3 of the race is behind us, and Ferdinando did take the lead. If I see that right, yeah. What happened there? Timothy Spiriesen had to drive into the box, and he changed to the soft tire. Was that the strategy? I cannot think about a strategy where that makes very much sense, because he was on a pretty soft tire and now it's going for even softer and has also 24 laps remaining. If he had started with that tire and said, hey, I'm trying to get as fast as possible my rounds, and I know I have to do at least one stop and get the new tires, and makes it early to now get the fast round with the So as we had a little discussion to send our live timings, to also have a look or what tires the guy's on, and yeah, Timothy did take back first position, now driving pretty fast rounds, nearly 1.5 seconds faster than Ferdinando on the second, so probably his pit stop strategy did make sense. As I said, you will soon get the live timings also, and if you don't want to miss anything, you will provide you with a link to our Discord that you can see. No, not see now, but I can see because of the streaming PC having it up. And Timothy, I see again purple times, pretty fast here with a 1:10.675. I think nearly faster than in the qualifying. In his 15th lap, 3 laps after his pit stop, so his tires now should be pretty good again. And on the main field, we are going through them. Position 1, Timothy Spiriesen. Position 2, Ferdinando Trapiche. On the 3rd, Lennart van Kanal. 4th is Jonathan Fiedelak. 5th is... Wait, I can provide you guys also with the live timing, but I don't know if there is a... That's the live timing. The guy sent in. And now I also will provide you with a link to our Discord. Let me quickly check that you all can join the Discord and don't miss anything in the future. Hopefully we see you guys on there and build a nice community around Nürburgring eSports and the Nürburgring eSports bar. Visit us not only on the Nürburgring itself, also possible in bars in Luzern, Giriens, in Koblenz, and yeah, but back to the race. Timothy still in the front, or again in the front, taking down good times here in the last laps. Every round a little bit faster than the cars behind him, Ferdinando and Lennart. Pretty near each other, but not as near that there could be a possible DRS window, and also it doesn't look that close in picture because we are on Ferdinando at the moment and can't see Lennart behind him. But after that there is a pretty big gap to Jonathan Fiedelak and Ferdinando on the main straight. Let's have a look who is in front of him there. That should be Timothy Spirizen, so there could be a pretty good fight of them, and if Lennart managed to get a bit faster, he also could get in there. But remember, Lennart still on his hard tires, so trying to get perfectly through the race without a box and stop, without a pit stop, and maybe having with that the slower getting laps of Ferdinando and Timothy with the older tires to get in front there. Jonathan Fiedelak now was also in the pit and missed the drive out of the pit, but also here in Interlagos it's a pit stop zigzag. Interlagos pit lanes is one of the narrowest and most winding in the entire racing calendar. If mechanics aren't careful, could almost look like a chaotic parking lot race. Cyril here off the track. Can Jonathan get something out of that? He's behind him, but the gap is too big. Timothy's times are getting faster again. He had won that round, and the next guy into the pit, as I saw there, it's Alexander, and I think also Cyril and are in the box, probably changing tires. So what was the right decision here in the race with the tires? We are more than half through the race, and now can see what tires do you need for the last half of the race. Nico, let's have a look, wasn't in the pit yet, also driving on pretty hard tires with C2, but as I said, he also gets into the pit. Again, we are here, yeah, and Ferdinando also going into the pit, so probably it was necessary to get one pit stop, but if Lennart with the hard tires now managed to stick on the tires, it's possible to get with his strategy a good position at the end of the race. Yeah, pit exit here also narrow to the Senna S. Yeah, Senna with a hard time here on the circuit. Legendary Brazilian driver, but it took him a long time to win his first race. In Interlagos, he often said it was a curse. It was Interlagos just won't let him win. Gianluigi again on the last place, and Benjamin Fidelac had an accident apparently and will now get on last, and that was close with Timothy. Yeah, as I said, Senna also that became the name driving person of the Senna S here in Interlagos. In 1991 he won his first time here, and that with a broken gearbox, or a problem I think we cannot have here in the sim. So at the end of the race he had complete the final laps almost exclusively in 6th gear, and was after that he was so exhausted that he couldn't barely access his car. Yeah, and there we have again a change of positions, as I saw. I think Jonathan Fidelac lost the position. How many rounds are they? There are 14 rounds remaining. Still, Lennart didn't pit yet. Alexander Erben had probably a few accidents because he already pitted 4 times, and that's not normal. Timothy here in front, still last lap, 1:12.62, so pretty consistent in his rounds. But also Ferdinando is getting 1:12 rounds with the new tires. So now we have to look what Lennart between them is doing, and if Timothy probably wants to pit again, because as I said, he did pit pretty early, and probably then will pit again around 30. Should be the same reach, but let's see how that goes. And as I say it, he is pitting now again. And with that, Lennart is taking the lead. Let's have a look which tires he will get on. Will he again go with the softest? Yeah, I think he will. Oh, but behind him, Leonard, I think, is also pitting. Yeah. So that wasn't the right decision of pit stop strategy, I think. Probably. Because, yeah, people with softer tires are still out there. And, yeah, like Nico with the C3 is doing consistent lap times still. Timothy, with that, is still in front. And I think now we'll drive this set of tires to the end. The last 12 laps. So he had the race divided in 3 sections, and for every section wanted to have fresh tires. So now the next round should be the first fast round with the new tires. Let's see if he can manage to get a better time than his fastest time yet. That's an 1.10675. Late braking here, hard on the curb and fast out, uphill. And Max again in the pit. He had already a lot of... No. He probably didn't drive further and ended his race because of the accident early. Hopefully he isn't that frustrated about that and can try to get back in other race. Gianluigi at the 8th position, already 1 lap behind also, but has not that big of a chance to get near some other. Benjamin, the brother of Jonathan Fiedelak, behind Gianluigi. Oh, and Jonathan in front of him. So Gianluigi conquered from 2 brothers. As I see that, I think there is another pit stop from Jonathan Fiedelak. So probably there is a possibility for Gianluigi to get in front again. And let's have a look what... Oh, Leonard didn't get his complete hard tires back on. He changed to a C3, so a medium hard tire. Hopefully, I think he will hope to get fast times to conquer the 2nd position from Ferdinando, who also has the same tires on. There's a gap from around 7 seconds, I think, in the remaining 9 laps. That could be hard to get near them. Jonathan Fiedelak back out of the pit with fresh tires, still in front of Gianluigi, and Gianluigi did crash. What happened there? Do we get pictures of that? I don't think so. Jonathan with that is managing to get further in front. Has a car in front of him, but I think that's not Alexander, because that should be more than at a distance between Alexander and Jonathan. The question I have is, how did Alexander manage to get on the 6th position with 4 pit stops? At the moment we have then, if we look at the overall leaderboard from the season, there will be probably 25 points for Timothy, so he will jump to 70. And Ferdinando, at the moment at the 2nd position, will get 18 points for that, so he will jump to 36. So there's a gap from around 34 points. So there's still everything possible in the final leaderboard. Timothy on a slow car in front of him. That's also now a part where you have to be consistent and have to watch out not to get too often blocked by cars. I love also this in-game, in-car picture. And you can really see how good he's driving, the little corrections he's doing with the steering wheel. Pretty good and consistent driver. I think he will manage to bring that race home. The last 7 rounds are on. I don't know if you can hear that, but there are again cars in front of the window making pretty much noise. Yeah, here you can see the difference between the two possibilities on our rigs. You can decide if you want to have the halo on or if you want to have it out. Jonathan Fiedelak did have it out, and Timothy is driving the realistic mode with the halo on, and the vision they are a little bit different. Nice camera angle here. Also real in the cars of F1. For the fans, we are in the 31st round, so 5 laps remaining through the Senna S, and getting aggressive out here, taking much speed for the DRS zone to get a late break here on 35 meters, getting aggressive through the corner, out with speed up the hill, and back to a little slower driver with Gianluigi Tatoli at the moment on the 8th place. But we also have to say here, Max Grenzner doesn't drive anymore, and Benjamin Fiedelak is a pretty young driver. So Gianlu also on the starting line, trying to get fast rounds done, and late breaking point here on the 50-meter board through the Senna S, and then aggressive out here to get the speed for the long straight, where it's needed to get fast times. Also the Senna S, or the first turn here, it's pretty hard because you have to stay far right and have to look left to get down in the curve, so you can get maximum speed out of there. Uphill here you get much a very good grip on the track. They are banking on that corner there. Lennart on the third place is now behind Ferdinando, trying to get closer. Back on the part where it's high speedy. Here, from here you give full throttle and go as fast as you can towards the starting line. Yeah, back on the first turn, as I said, going down to the left. One of the few tracks with that's counterclockwise. Let me see if I have another nice fun fact for you there. No, not yet. We are going back still on Lennart's view. Probably nothing on here to get another place. We also don't have that interesting battles, but oh! And there was the collision. Hopefully Lennart doesn't lose anything out of that. I think it was Benjamin who crashed with him and is going to, yeah. But it seems like there's no damage on the car because he didn't drive into the pit. Benjamin was one of the drivers who was left behind. I see a mouse on the screen, so probably we will go into the replay. No, we don't, because Timothy now has only 2 laps to go and probably will finish the race pretty soon. Maybe after the race we can look into that scene again, but for now we are concentrating on Timothy, who will hopefully take his second win down the Senna S, out of the corner and getting on the straight. Again, here you can brake really late and then go hard aggressive into the corner to get a smash speed out of it, to get uphill here with very much grip because it's uphill, and then you have to brake down for the hairpin here, get around, and oh, the hairpin was here. I was a little bit fast. Try to get as max speed out of here as possible. Ferdinando 13 seconds around behind him. Lennart on position 3 is 18 seconds behind Ferdinando. Nico Breitwieser, and that's the win for Timothy Spiriesen in the third race in Interlagos, and now has 70 points and a gap of 34 of Ferdinando, who managed to get the second place. So the next 2 races will be crucial to get everything out of the series. Hopefully we see you guys again here. And the third place still on Lennart's side, even with the crash there. Now we are looking for Nico Breitwieser, who will probably get the fourth place. And Cyril on the 5th. Jonathan Filalak on the 7th place. Gianluigi on the 8th position will go there as well. Benjamin Fidelak managed to get 9th. And on the 10th place there is Max Grenzner, who didn't finish the race because of his crashes, I think. Let's have a look to the on the last driver and see how he is finishing. As I already said pretty often, pretty young guy who's driving, much potential. And Ferdinando with his 2nd place, I think is very, very happy. Have we all in the pit? Yeah, no. Yeah. Everything done, everything. All of them are finished. And with that, we are getting back at the pit. And now probably can have a look on the standing before the race, or I will tell it to you. Before the race, Timothy was on the 1st with 45 points. That now makes him still first with 70 points and two races to go. Then the new 2nd place will be Ferdinando da Pice, who has risen from 18 points, so he has doubled to 36, and as that will be on the 2nd place. 3rd and 4th is a tie between René Schwarz and Gerald Kretex. Now I have to watch. Let me. Then there is. Yeah, that's the main part of the field here. So 25 points, still the possibility of winning the whole series. The next 2 races are Japan and Imola. So we are having the 23rd of February and the 9th of March, where the races will be held. As we are sitting here going through the finishing, Timothy Spriesen on position 1, Ferdinando da Pice on position 2, Lennart van Kanal position 3, Nico Breitwieser on position 4, Cyril Steinmann on position 5, Alexander Erben on position 6, Jonathan Fidelak on position 7, Gianluigi Tatori on position 8, and Benjamin Fidelak on the 9th. Yeah, with that said, we are done with the race. Happy that you have been here. As I said, 23rd of February will be the next race in 3 weeks. So see you there. Come into the bars, drive, I have all between the talking, I have to listen a little bit to the side how long we still streaming here, so we still can have a little talk. Get in our bars, get on our Discord, follow us on our socials, like, subscribe to never get lost out there and not become to know what we are doing. On our Discord you will find also all our socials. Yeah, there's nothing more to say. The Discord channel is in our chat. Probably we should include all the socials next time in the description, so you can easily get on there. Hopefully you had fun with me here in English. The first time casting in English here. Hopefully it's getting better as I improve for the next races, and want to make more content here on YouTube for you. Better content, high quality content. There are very much I have plenty of ideas to get also people here to get you the best experience from the Nürburgring out there. Yeah. Also, we not only have the F1, we also have the GT3 series that started. You can still participate there if you want to. Talk to the bar manager near your and meet us there. Hopefully, we have. I see that we are going to end the stream soon, and we are out now. See you. Yeah, he's not changing, so see you, hopefully.
The atmosphere, the people here around are so passionate, so it's incredible.
I get goosebumps every time I see this.
The Nürburgring is really a very special place, and it's a very difficult place.
Very good to have all these fans back here in the home of motorsport.
calm before the storm.